Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll start on the ground. ETN. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Now Lawrence. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is incomplete.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use it. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
2nd and 10.
On the red.
Here's Lawrence to throw. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're getting a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. And look at this. They're keeping the punter on the sideline. They're going to go for it here on the opening drive. Escaping the pressure right. And it's caught inside the 30. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
11.
Back to the ground with ETN. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now Lawrence. Targeting Thomas on the out route, making the catch. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Here's Lawrence. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
Big 13 heavy.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. This is caught. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. De'Ami Brown, 26 yards. And the Jaguars have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. They got to love that. 9-play drive results in 6 points.
That means they're doing the dictating. That means that they've described how the game's going to go. They're playing at their tempo, at their pace. If you're on the other side of the ball, if you're playing defense, defense is not methodical. They've got to go in there and shake things up and create a little havoc.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
Here we go. Set, huh?
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Short throw. He's got Kraft. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 40-yard
Green
line.
Jack. Ready.
Now Love. Eluding the pressure right. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
And that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Well, here's a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll look to throw it off play action. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Give them 32 on the play.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Ready.
And quickly out wide, this is Watson. And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
That's another great play.
Here's Jacobs. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
At the 2-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and goal.
Here's a quick throw right side. That's a Packers touchdown. Christian Watson, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Had the option there, read it perfectly, and an easy little touchdown toss.
And it has to be a sharp throw, too, because of where they are on the field, the extra traffic, things are condensed near the goal line. Good route by the receiver as well.
Extra point from McManus is good. And we are tied at 7.
McManus to kick off for Green Bay.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
Hey, Lion.
Now Lawrence to throw. And it is caught by a diving Thomas. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. 15 more yards there and quickly another 1st down.
Red on red. 30 left. Big 13 heavy.
Straight ahead, Etienne. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Take right open.
And they'll go again with Etienne. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. These two teams all tied after 1. The Jags with the football to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Lawrence. A short throw there to Strange. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 15-yard line.
A gain of 14. And a Jaguar 1st down.
Easy.
Running out of the gun with Etienne. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 56 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But
and he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Travis Etienne, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. Ready. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here try to tie this football game. And space tough to come by there as they'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and
8. 2nd down, Jacobs once more. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Now 3rd down and 7.
Come on, set. Stick it to your glue. Ready.
Love looking to throw it. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
And that's how you pick up a 1st down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line.
13 more yards. That's another Packers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Love wants to shift things around. On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
Okay, ready?
From the 21, here's a 2nd and 5.
Here we go. Here we go. Yellow, 22. Green Jack. Ready.
Glove. They go play action now. That one to the sideline and a nice catch there. He stays in bounds, but a penalty marker is down as well. So illegal touching, Charles, on the outside.
And a lot of people wonder if the quarterback should see that. No, it's not his job to understand if the receiver's inbounds or out of bounds. You expect him to be there. But if he takes a step out, he essentially becomes ineligible. And that's not a tough one for an official to see, especially one standing on the sideline.
Needle blue. Drill green. Set.
Working out of the gun. Love. Flushed out right. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Jaguars are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Well, Charles, you got a quarterback out of the pocket trying to make a play, and you get it, but instead he ends up throwing it to the other team.
And, partners, we know to be successful in this league, number one, you're going to have to be able to make plays on the perimeter or when the pocket breaks down. But number two, you've got to make smart decisions with the football. And that time, that simply was not a smart decision.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And they'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Now 2nd and 3.
Decent 24. Hey, Soko, 11.
ETN once more. And he's got some space here. And he will take this all the way down to the Packers' 31-yard line. 114 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today. A guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game and all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right place so there were no creases?
They missed their fits, didn't they?
Yeah, there was no fit there. The only fit was at the end when he threw his headset down after that big run.
Thomas brings it in. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Brian Thomas, 30 yards. And the Jaguars have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Point after up and good. And it's now 21-7. The Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
35-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Buying time to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Yellow, 4-6, Mega. Blaster, 6. Red, cycle. Hut, hut.
Glove. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Ready, ready. 45, white, hut.
Love to throw for it on fourth. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's good for a Packers first down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Again, it's Love. He'll complete this one to Watson. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, the defender was right on him.
Ready.
To throw now. Here's Love. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
3 yards to go.
Red, 52, blue. Smash, red. Seal, black. Ready.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown, Packers. Tucker Kraft as the first half is winding down. And the Packers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Now McManus for the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Here's second and 10.
Lisa 24. Here we go.
Not wanting to take a chance this time. They'll keep it on the ground. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Third and 8. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. They'll see about converting this third and 8.
On red. Hey, pincher.
Lawrence will throw. That's caught. It's Strange, the tight end. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Hey, circle, so much.
And they'll indeed go for it. Here's Lawrence. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the 3rd quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point, and now that he's getting the ball to start the 2nd half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Down. Needle blue. Yellow. 22. Red. Cycle. Black Ultra. Set.
Love now. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
38.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Love going to stay out there. They'll take a chance on 4th down.
Strike blue. Come on, set. Yellow. 40. Set.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. To the air again, Love. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Get.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Striker. 3-3. Ready.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
Here we go. Hut.
One more time with Jacobs. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard for the 6 to the 5. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Watch out now.
Love, he's going to change the play here.
Drill green. Steel black. Ready?
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
The kick by McManus is good. And that'll bring them back within 4. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
not the case.
Not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about saying defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really high level.
They've been hot so far. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And prior to going out of bounds. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, 1st down.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one by the line of scrimmage.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 125 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down.
Hey, easy. Route. Hey, Soko, hunt.
They'll run with ETN. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the 1st. A nice pickup there, 10 yards.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Hey, go. Oh, here we go.
Now they'll throw it with Lawrence. They'll roll him out right. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the 2nd half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. ETN up the middle. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup.
Here's Lawrence to throw. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got his man. It's the tight end Strange with it. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down.
Hey, kill.
Going for it, here's Etienne. He's been tough for this defense to handle, over 100 yards. You kind of knew that they were going to him on that play, didn't you?
They certainly did. That's one of those situations where you simply say, my best runner over my best blockers. Let's go ahead and pick it up. And I don't care if they know it on the other side. Here we come, and they got it done.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2nd down and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Take right open.
Now Lawrence. Blitz coming, and down he goes. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long.
It's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here's Etienne. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
A gain of 4 yards. It's now 4th down.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This will get the lead up to 7. And his kick is right there. It's good. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line.
Ready.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Tucker Kraft with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Oh, that's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or 2 today. And I was like, a zinger or 2? I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Shotgun snap and again to ETN. And he'll get this to about the 34, a gain of just 3. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
And it's 3rd down.
Here's Lawrence. He's got his target. That's complete. Down to the 10. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Hunter, 66 yards. And the Jags strike quickly to take the lead here in the 4th. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And this one over the back line of the end zone, where they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
They'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. They'll come up 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Jaguars' 48-yard line.
Now Love. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Black, red, 38.
Here's Love. And he is caught. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 21.
Like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. They'll run right here with Jacobs. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
2nd down, 8 yards to go. Now Love. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jacobs. And the Packers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
Nice, well-coached, a team that understands what's going on. They still have time to work the middle of the field as they just did there.
Here's 1st and goal.
Come on, set. Hut.
Now a give to Jacobs running right. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
Set, blaster, 6. 45, white. Smash, red. Set, huh?
Here's Love. Maybe he hits him in stride.
I'll drive some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Ready?
Jacobs. They still got 2 timeouts. Got to start using them, don't they?
You absolutely have to. You save them for this situation, but you have to use them.
No gain on the play. Brings us 4th and goal.
And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. Here it is, 4th and goal.
Here we go. Set. Blues, black. 95. Red, cycle. Hut, hut.
Love looking to throw it. And his ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Obviously, the excitement level here is almost a fever pitch. Down 1 is tempted to go for 2. I say you go ahead and kick the extra point. You got the home crowd carried into overtime.
I'm with you. I do see some fans, though, holding up 2 fingers. Easy now.
Yeah, they're not the ones who have to actually make that call, are they?
Fury, yellow. Claws, red. Slice, blue. Set.
One last shot now for Love. Oh, my goodness! They were in field goal range, but it's intercepted.
Well, I think it's easy to figure out why they went for 2 there, right? You want to make sure you're guarding against a field goal beating you.
Yeah, but with this little time on the clock, they just need to worry about protecting on the kickoff.
That's the big one. And with the kickoff coming up, I wouldn't squib it. I would kick it deep, but not so deep that the return guy can get it. I want to make someone else handle the football. Yeah, put some height on it, take some time down.
So with just a few ticks left, they need a miracle. And they've got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go, Tim.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
Hey, Lion, Lion. Hey, Soko, Soko.
You got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. So this will be a win for Jacksonville, and never an easy thing to do, no matter how good Green Bay is, what the year is, to come into Lambeau and get the victory, but they did it.
You're not just battling the team that you're playing that day. You're not just battling the crowd that's in attendance in that game. You're battling the history of the franchise. You're battling the ghosts that swirl around that place that help spur them on to victory. It is an unbelievable atmosphere, the most historic place in the league, and you have to make sure you stay focused on your task. Otherwise, you can get easily distracted.
Yeah, hats off to them for keeping that laser focus and getting the victory. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody. you you